The latest statistic that I saw about cheating was approximately 1 out of 3 couples involves infidelity. And one thing that I think is outstanding after cheating, well, there's several things, but the one that seems to affect my clients more and why I'm talking to people is the terrible loss of self-esteem of the partner who was cheated on. Most of us can feel that gut-wrenching feeling they must feel when they're rejected. And you are rejected. You're rejected and betrayed at the highest level when your partner is having an affair with someone else. And usually you go through this litany of things in your head, like, they were hotter, how could they do this? They were better, they were more popular, they were more secure, they were just had more status. Whatever it is, our mind plays bad games. I want to tell you before we get started with anything else, everyone feels that way. I don't care how beautiful you are, how popular you are, how handsome you are, how sophisticated, worldly, whatever you are. When your partner cheats on you, it brings you down to the lowest level of your self-esteem. And it makes sense because you built your life with a person, you trusted them exclusively. They knew the inner parts of you, the most vulnerable information, and yet they betrayed that. They betrayed that with another person. So restoring your self-esteem, your self-confidence after you've been cheated on is a huge deal, and it's a process. It's something you're going to go through. You're going to go way up, you're going to go way down. You're going to have days you feel fully empowered, and then you're going to backslide into days that you just feel like you're unknown, you're invisible, you're ugly, you're not worthwhile. All of these things will play in your mind. However, there are things you can do right now that are going to help you restore that confidence and start getting that feeling of self-esteem, like I am worthy, I can do this. I want to go through those now. The first thing is educate yourself about cheating, because it's not what you think. They didn't choose someone because they were hotter. They chose someone because they were feeling weak, fragile. They were feeling like they couldn't attract anymore. They were feeling lonely, and that's why they cheated. It wasn't because of you. No matter how bad you were, they could have chosen to do something else. They chose cheating. So ultimately, the blame is on the cheater. And that's why, secondly, I don't want you to blame yourself. It's not your fault. It's their own feeling fragile, feeling broken, feeling they didn't feel good about themselves, and they reached out to someone else. That person gave them attention. That's the boost they needed, and they took it. So pretty fragile, if you ask me. Practice self-care. It's very important that you don't let yourself go, that you don't start saying, well, I don't have to worry about how my diet is anymore, or I don't have to worry how I look anymore because they're already with someone else. No, you stay physically fit for you. You put your makeup on, you get your hair combed, you trim your beard for you. You take care of yourself, your clothes. You don't go out looking rumpled. You go out looking good. Remember, this partner doing this was their action, was not a reflection of you. So you keep going to the gym, you keep eating healthy, you keep doing the things to maintain yourself and make you feel good about yourself. If it's something that makes you look, and feel more desirable, more sexy, you should do that for yourself, especially at that time. Avoid paranoid thoughts. If you do choose, after you've talked to a therapist and you've talked to your partner, that you're going to stay with them, then you have to refute the feeling of paranoia. Paranoia comes when you decide that you're going to try and work this out. Because your friends will say, what? That's crazy. They cheated on you. No, it's not crazy at all. As long as you're working with a professional and both of you are committed to making this marriage work, it absolutely can work. I'm going to tell you something. The therapist will probably try to help you with. Trust, rebuilding trust does take a long time. And the only way to learn to trust is to radically trust someone. And that means you abandon checking their phone, you abandon suspicious thoughts, you abandon allowing their fault, their weakness, to make you feel worse about yourself or like you've got to keep track. You're going to work on boundaries together. That's true. The therapist is going to help you do that. Maybe you're going to find my phone and you're going to share those so you can each track each other. Maybe you're going to get rid of all phones and you're going to share all passwords. You're going to start over. You're going to not message anymore. You're going to get off all social media platforms. Whatever you decide is going to help you save this marriage, that's what you're going to do. And you don't need to feel bad or get suspicious feelings about it, because to love with abandon is the goal here. If they cheat again, it only shows you that this person has such a deep character flaw that they don't deserve you. And at that point, you could end the relationship. But if you both decide you want to commit to this, they're remorseful, they're willing to change, you absolutely can do it. Be more aware of your best qualities. Remember, I want you to start focusing on what you offer, your assets, because after you've been cheated on, you're quite sure you have none. This isn't true. You have so many. And don't let a bad action on your partner affect who you are as a person. This is their baggage. Yes, they brought it to you. They dumped it at the door, but you only have to carry the part for the relationship. You only have to do what is going to be best for the relationship. Beating yourself up isn't one of those. Identify the wants and needs in the relationship. Have heartfelt talks. And once again, if you're in therapy, you're going to be able to do that. Start changing for the relationship, not for your partner. And spend more time doing individually what you love. You don't have to go along with them just to keep track of them. Start doing what you really love. And then have a section of your marriage focused on what does the couple love, what do the two of you love, and start embracing those more. Know your identity, your whole being outside of your relationship. Remember, a relationship is the two of you. It does not encompass all your life. Who are you to what you value most? Who are you to the kids? Who are you to the kids' school? Who are you to your church, your faith, your job? These are all other relationships. Make sure you nurture those and keep those intact, because my idea is you're pretty good at those, probably very good, and you can get a lot of yourself back focusing on those. Affair recovery does take work, but it's not insurmountable. You can do it, but it takes both of you. Don't undersell yourself for your partner's mistake. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.